All right, we're gonna get started in just a minute here. Let's get some things. I'll take a large stuffed crust pizza, some breadsticks, and some brownies, please. Wow, that sounds really good. We're not gonna have any stuffed crust pizza in this MRE, but they do actually have a stuffed crust MRE. Hey, the cool dudes, how you doing over there? Welcome to lunch. So I'm actually really excited about this one because this particular one is different than the last couple. The last couple have all seemed to be like Southwest style menus. Things like Mexican style rice and beans, burrito bowl, things like that. So it's been a while since we've had something that wasn't kind of like a Southwest. Good to hear, cool dudes. Glad you're doing great. We're gonna eat some lunch here in a minute. Get this MRE lunchtime going. Hopefully grab something to eat. This is definitely a stream that you don't want to be hungry when you're watching this stream. So the way this works, for any of you who are new here, what we do is we're going to do an intro. So this whole series here will end up being a YouTube video at youtube.com/Silif. Actually posted menu number, I want to say it's menu number 14 is the video that went up. It went up this morning. So these actually get turned into YouTube videos. So what we'll start off with, we'll do kind of a YouTube intro. There's two different YouTube intros we got to do. So we'll do those. Then we'll do an introduction to the MRE. Then we'll open the MRE. Then we'll get it all out. And then we'll do a taste test. Yeah, I know. I'm excited about this one, cool dudes. This I've never had this particular one. Pork sausage patty, maple flavored. Really looking forward to it. You know, the channel point redeems are probably still set to. It's probably still set to the other thing. I'm gonna go over here. Oh no, actually, it doesn't matter. Come on. Yeah, they still are. They're still set to trucks and coffee. All right, there we go. Hey, Soldier42, welcome in to MRE lunchtime. If you're hungry, definitely grab yourself something to eat, a snack, as we're going to be eating. So this stream is definitely going to be one in which you're not going to want to be hungry going into this stream. And if you are hungry, you're definitely going to want to join us. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the intros done real quick. So just bear with me as we get through this. This is a USA DoD 4-year-old meal ready to eat individual. It has a Julian date of 2349, meaning it was made on the 349th day of 2021. Today is March 9th, 2025. It was packaged in the box on January 9th, 2023, and has an inspection date of January 2026. This is menu number 17, pork sausage patty, maple flavored, and contains 1,250 calories. It is number 17 out of 24 total menus and the 5th menu in box B. There are 2 boxes, A and B, each with 12 menus in each. Check out my previous videos for other menus. If this is something you're interested in, then please like and subscribe to be notified when new menu videos are released. Thank you for your support. All right. And we'll do some hero shots too later on. We'll kind of do the whole like hold the thing out to the camera and make that like O face. We'll do that all later once we get the food out onto the tray. So so let's get started. All right, so what we have here is menu number 17, pork sausage patty, maple flavored, MRE. First thing to do when you get your MRE is MREs are meant to be opened and not require any kind of special tools or anything like that. So you do not need to cut this. You don't need to take a knife to this. All you need to do is grab it here at the seam and rip it open. That one actually opened up really well. So there you go. So that's what it looks like on the inside. So you have the outer package, which is like a waterproof package that you can also use as a trash can, and then you have the inner package. So we'll set this outer package off to the side. And it is vacuum sealed, so it's really tight on here. And this keeps the food fresh and keeps tries to keep it from getting damaged or anything like that. To open this, there's a serrated edge here. So you just grab that and just tear it open like so. All right, so let's see what's inside this MRE. We have hash brown pots with bacon, peppers, and onions. Wow, that sounds really good. So I would say that's probably hash brown potatoes with bacon, peppers, and onions. Here is our sleeve for our main and for our hashed brown potatoes with bacon, peppers, and onions. Our main is, of course, the maple flavor pork sausage patty. And what this does is it has all the nutritional information on it, as well as it acts as a sleeve, and we'll explain that later on how to use this when you're warming your mains up. So we'll set this off to the side for now. We have the next component is pork sausage patty maple flavored. So this is our main. Our next component is dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. We have our accessory packet. We have smoked almonds. Our next component is maple muffin top. We have our first beverage. Our beverage is carbohydrate electrolyte beverage powder, grape, artificial and natural flavors. Our next component is table syrup. MRE spoon. Our FRH. And our warm beverage bag. And that's it. Now let's see what's inside of our accessory packet. So this is the accessory packet. It comes in its own sealed package and usually contains items like your salt and pepper and things like that. So again, serrated edge across the top. Just grab that, tear it open. Let's see what's inside our accessory packet. We have napkins and toilet paper, moist towelette, we have coffee creamer, we have our freeze-dried Bill's Brew coffee, 0-calorie sweetener, natural sugar, salt, and lastly, our MRE gum. There's everything out. Okay, first thing we'll do is we'll start off with getting our beverages going. So we have carbohydrate electrolyte beverage powder grape. So we'll go ahead and set this stuff off to the side here. These items, they have a tear notch right here. You can see it right here. And just give that a tear. It has a very strong grape smell to it. It smells like grape jello. And these bottles, again, everything inside of an MRE is self-contained. You don't need to have extra bottles and things like that. You'll notice the shape of this package is in the shape of a bottle. And what you can do is you can actually just open this up and then pour the water directly into here. Seal this back up again and then give it a shake and drink it right out of here as a bottle. We won't do that, we'll use a glass. This grape beverage powder contains 90 calories, 0 grams of fat, 0 milligrams of cholesterol, 130 milligrams of sodium, 23 grams of carbohydrates, 22 grams of sugar, 56 milligrams of potassium. Okay, I'll add some water. So this item, let's see, this item asks for, where is it, 12 ounces of water. So this is what, a 16-ounce bottle, I think? Yeah, probably a little bit more. Grab our MRE spoon. Get this going here. Another nice thing about keeping the powder inside of the bag and then pouring the water in the bag is that you can shake it, which is kind of nice. Let's put this out so you won't need this. I use the blender bottle only if we have some of these contain like a powdered protein drink, and I use the blender bottle for that. But you really don't need the blender bottle for these powder, just regular beverages. Okay. So our next item, let's see. Well, first off, let's go ahead and get our FRH going. So this is the FRH. FRH is flameless ration heater. What this does is this actually warms up our main and any other items that we might want to use. The way to use this, there's a heater packet inside here, and it's a lot like those heater packets you get with your hands to warm your hands up, except this particular one is activated with water. So what you do is there's a tear notch here at the top. You just rip this open like so. Reach inside here, grab that heater and pull it up. And what I do is I pull it about to that line right there. And what you're doing is just getting it out of the water so that it's, when you pour the water in here, which will be down here at the bottom, you don't start activating the heater too early because this thing gets really hot. This will boil water. Okay, so we have that all set. Now, they gave us this bag right here. So this bag is how you warm up your coffee. What you would do is, first of all, look at the coffee. What did I do with the coffee? Here it is. All right, so the coffee asks for 6 ounces of water. Now, we're not gonna do this because we're not out and camping or out on patrol. But I wanna just show you this just for demonstration purposes, because if you're out camping, mountain biking, hiking, or whatever it is, and you bring along an MRE and you want a cup of coffee, what you would do is you would pour enough water to this 6 ounce line right here. Then you would seal this bag back up. And you would stick this bag into the FRH like this. And what will happen is the FRH will actually heat the water in this bag so that you can have a warm cup of coffee. Now, it's not going to be piping hot, but at least it's going to be something where you're not drinking cold coffee. So that's what this bag is for. Again, we won't do that. We won't use this. I'm just going to go ahead and get a kettle going with some water in it. But if you're out and about, you're out in the wilderness, you're out hiking, biking, whatever it is, you can actually get yourself a nice warm cup of coffee. Again, everything you need is contained inside the MRE. You don't need to bring anything else. The only thing you need to bring with you is you got to have water. So let me first go ahead and get that kettle going for some hot water so we have some hot water for our coffee. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, so we have the hot water heating up in the kettle. Go ahead and get a few more items going. All right, so let's go ahead and heat up our main. So first thing we need to do is, now that we have the the heater out of the water, we're going to go ahead and add some water to this. So what I do is, of course, I have my cold water, and then I have a bottled water that just has, say, room temperature water in it. Now, once you put the water in here and it activates this heater, this water that's in the bag will no longer be potable. You can't drink it. There is a fill line that's on here. I typically go to about the middle of the do not overfill, and then that's where I leave it. Hey Clutch, welcome. Uncooperative Chicken, welcome. Ash Protector, glad to see you. Welcome everybody. Thank you for the follow, Uncooperative Chicken. All right, so we'll go ahead and pour this in here. Probably a little bit more. Okay, good. It's about right in the middle of the do not overfill line. Hi, Lady Mystic. Welcome. We're having MRE lunchtime, which is what we do every Sunday here. All right, now that we have our water in here, the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and add our main. That's our bacon and potato. Actually, we'll go ahead and just put our first component in here. Slide this in. Careful not to get the heater into the water, otherwise it will activate. And like I said, it gets very hot. It will get to the point where there's be steam coming out of this bag. We'll take our next component. And we'll put our next component inside the bag. We'll put this one on top of the heater, like so. Put this in here. All right. So now we have our two items in there. We got our heater in the middle. We're going to make sure our heater is sticking sufficiently out of the bottom so that it gets submerged into the water. And then we will go ahead and push this whole thing down. Get it nice and submerged in that water. Wow, so you can see the steam coming out. See it? All right, now that we have it in there, we'll go ahead and fold this over. And that's what this pouch is for. This pouch makes it so that it stays nice and sealed. So we'll go ahead and get this up here like this. Open this sleeve up. Grab our bag, stick our bag into the sleeve. Like this. Oh, our kettle's going off over there. All right, so we'll get this all the way in here so it stays nice and sealed. And then what we're going to do is we're going to prop this up on something to keep it so that the water doesn't pour out the bottom and let this heat. So let me just set this over here. And my kettle's going off. I'll be right back.
Okay, back. Yeah, that kettle was like going crazy over there. God, that thing is so loud. All right, so we have our hot water for our coffee. So we'll go ahead and get that out. Let's move this. Grab our coffee. Has a very, very, very slight coffee smell to it. Eating while I'm playing sweaty. For shame. Hey, I mean, Darcy, we do this every Sunday at the same time. Queefrito, hey, how's it going? I actually saw you yesterday. You were in Psychosis Gamers stream, I believe, if I remember right. Getting off that late and getting back on this early is crazy work. Absolutely. Welcome, welcome. We do this every Sunday. We do this at noon every single Sunday where we all have lunch together. Same clutch. This is, like I said, this is the first time I've ever had this one. So this is going to be interesting to see. Yeah, so this is an entire meal. It'll come with a main, it'll come with a couple sides, it'll come with a dessert, and usually will come with 1 or 2 beverages. This particular one is unique in that it comes with 2 beverages. It comes with your cold beverage and a cup of coffee. The newer menus that are out, they've actually removed the coffee from the MREs, so they don't have coffee in them anymore. But some of the older menus, this one in particular is, well, the food isn't any older, but the menu is older. It still comes with the coffee, so it's kind of nice. Actually, I've had this Bill's Brew a few times, probably a dozen times. It really is actually not that bad. The key to the Bill's Brew is not to put too much water in it. It asks for 6 ounces of water. I would put maybe a little bit less than 6 ounces in there, and then mix it up. If you put too much water in it, it isn't good at all. It's very watered down. It's gross. So you want it to be on the strong side. The MRE does come with creamer. So if you want creamer in your coffee, you have that, as well as it does come with the sugar packets. So let's go ahead and get these items, our accessory items, off our tray. We'll put these over here for now. Okay, so we have our coffee. We have our cold beverage. Our food is cooking. And it is, oh boy, wow, it is piping hot. Okay, so let's get some of our sides out. So we have, we have dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. This contains 260 calories. It contains 8 grams of fat, 4 grams of saturated fat, 10 milligrams of cholesterol, 55 milligrams of sodium, 39 grams of carbohydrates, 4 grams of fiber, 17 grams of sugar, 7 grams of protein. 1 milligram of vitamin D, 127 milligrams of calcium, 1 milligram of iron, and 310 milligrams of potassium. It's gonna be hard to see. Again, tear notch. Go ahead and get that desiccant packet out of there. That's what that looks like. It almost kind of looks like, all right, it says allow water and just purified to stand for 30 minutes. But yeah, we don't do that. Open pouch and remove the oxygen scavenger. Add 2 to 4 ounces of water to the pouch. Stir and consume promptly. Wow, okay, so this actually makes like an oatmeal. That's unique. I've never seen something like this before. 2 to 4 ounces of water. Interesting. Interesting. You see the instructions right here. Set that off to the side. So we'll add the water to this when we're ready to eat it, because it does say to eat it promptly. So we'll go ahead and do that. We will actually, that's nice that they give us some syrup. We can actually add the syrup to our oatmeal here. The next item we have here is our maple muffin top. This item contains 280 calories. It has 15 grams of fat, 5 grams of saturated fat, 45 milligrams of cholesterol, 250 milligrams of sodium, 33 grams of carbohydrates, 19 grams of sugar, 3 grams of protein, 2% vitamin D, 2% calcium at 10 milligrams, 1.4 milligrams of iron, and 40 milligrams of potassium. Serrated edge at the top, that's where you pull, and just give it a pull. See if we can get a hiss out of it. No hiss. That looks like. Smells very, very good. Wow. Has kind of a, you can smell the maple syrup in there. And it has kind of like a bready kind of smell. It's essentially a muffin. That's what it is. They call it a muffin top, but it's just a smushed muffin. a very flat muffin. You can see how skinny it is. That's what this is. So we'll go ahead and move this out of the way. Stick our muffin top over here. Our next component is smoked almonds. The smoked almonds contain 110 calories. It contains, oh God, it's hard to see. 9 grams of fat, a half a gram of saturated fat, no cholesterol, 120 milligrams of sodium, 4 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of fiber, 4 grams of protein, 52 milligrams of calcium, 1 milligram of iron, and 135 milligrams of potassium. So there's a serrated edge along the top. Let's grab it, and this one we might be able to. Ooh, boy, this one's tough to get open. Does it have a tear notch on it? Oh, it has a tear notch. There's actually a tear notch. So this one we should get a good hiss out. Let's see if we can hear the hiss. No, no hiss. All right, get these out. Okay, now we can go ahead and we're going to open up our table syrup, which is essentially just corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup, water, and natural artificial flavor. So it's not real maple syrup. The table syrup contains 80 calories. It has 50 milligrams of sodium, 22 grams of carbohydrates, and it does not contain any protein. It has 10 grams of sugar. Again, this is for the entire packet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this open first. If I can, boy, this packet's got some tough ones. Usually these open like really easy. Oh, there we go. Got a good tear on that side there. I'm just gonna kind of get, you know, the corner there open. Set this to the side. We can actually add that to our muffin too. That's probably gonna be really good. And we can add that to our granola here. So let me get some water. I think it said 2 ounces. Always start off with less than what I think I need, and I can always add it later. Okay, now I can see why they said keep it in the bag. I have to give this some time to absorb some of this water. It is soaking it up though. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and put the maple syrup in here, or table syrup, and then it's really soaking that water up. Wonder if hot water would have been a better idea. Maybe adding hot water would have helped hydrate this a little bit more. Definitely keep it in the bag, folks. If you're gonna make this, definitely keep this in the bag. Add the water to the bag, shake it up, get it well hydrated, and then put it out. I know, isn't it nice? Yeah, it's got a very nice color to it. It almost looks like those, you know, those little, what are that? Like the little pills that you put into water or vinegar and you use it to color eggs with. That's what this reminds me of. All right, so that looks pretty well hydrated. Maybe a little bit too much water, but it might continue to soak up.
put some syrup in there. Okay. So we got our syrup in there. All right, let's see how our main is doing. It's pretty hot. Yeah, it's getting there. It's like a muffin pancake. It is actually like a muffin pancake. That's a good point. It's probably gonna need a little bit longer. All right, so we can try some of these items. So I'm gonna try this muffin top first. Put some maple syrup on there. Very good. It's very soft. It's very soft and fluffy. It's not dry. So you taste it without the maple syrup. Oh, it's really good. It doesn't even need the maple syrup. It has a maple syrup taste all on its own. It's not horribly sweet, but it is really sweet. Yeah, that's really good. That's a really good dessert. Oops. I've had these before, these roasted almonds. Man. These are so good. Lightly smoky. I mean, it's got a fair amount of salt on it. The almonds are perfectly fresh. Nice crunch. Yeah, these are exceptional. This is, I think this is the second MRE I've had these in. I think either menu 13 or menu 14 had these in it. These are absolutely fantastic. Wow. Let's give this blueberry granola a try. You can see the whole chunks of blueberries in there. Come on, camera. Gonna work with me? There we go. Nope, still doesn't like it. God, that's what you get for using a webcam. It has a milky blueberry taste to it. It has a milky blueberry taste to it. The granola is crunchy. And the blueberry taste is it isn't very strong. It has more of kind of like this like cream kind of taste to it with the crunch. It doesn't really bring out the blueberries all that much.
How long do these meals last, and where can I get down to try? So the meals will last. They have a, let's see, this one was, let's see, it was made, it was the 349th day of 2021. And it has an inspection date of January 2026. So 5 years is what they say it lasts. And where can you get them? You can get them either from an MRE website, so places like MRE Mountain, you can get them, and or you can just get them on Amazon, Amazon.com. They have them there. The ones I have here, I've bought it. You can buy them. Some people will sell them as individuals. You can just buy one. You can buy three. You can buy entire cases. 12 menus come in a case, so I bought an entire case. I have case B. There's 2 cases, case A and case B. Total of 24 different menus. But yeah, you can just go to Amazon and buy them. This particular one, this case I bought off of Amazon. There was somebody selling cases for actually pretty cheap, considering. Very good, very good. All right, let's get this main out. All right, so when you're ready to get your main out, what I like to do is because this water is non-potable, I don't want it to get on my food, right? So what I like to do is just get the tray, set the tray off to the side. We'll get this out. Set our sleeve off to the side. Now, the MREs, they have the first tear notch on the top, so that you can tear the top open and get the water in there and get this in. When you're ready to take it out, there's actually a second tear notch located here and here on the sides. And you can actually just tear it like this, get it nice and close. And these FRHs, honestly, they're very spotty. I've had some that are really good and get really, really hot. And I've had other ones like this one. This one actually got really hot in the beginning and then just fizzled out. They don't really get super hot. Like some of the FRHs are so good that if you were to put your hand like this, you'd probably burn yourself. This one is, I would say, lukewarm at best. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being here, Millerman152. Thanks for hanging out with us. So we're going to have a lukewarm lunch today. So what I like to do is I want to make sure I get all the water off of that. So I'll work with me, camera. So what I'll do is I'll take these napkins like this. And again, these could be napkins. These can be toilet paper, whatever you want to use them for. They're kind of like a multi-purpose. I'll pull one of the mains out. And then I just want to get the water off of it. Like that. So make sure I get it nice and dry. Get all that nasty water off of there. And then we'll go ahead and put that down. And then we'll grab our potatoes, hash browns. We'll do the same thing. Just want to get all that. Want to get all that water off of there. There we go. Okay. Take this. Go ahead and throw it in here. And what I like to do is I like to roll this up. I just want to make sure I don't get any of that water to spill out. Take my sleeve and put it back in there. That just keeps it nice and sealed. Because now if it all of a sudden starts heating up again, you know, I have a chance this thing's gonna spill the water all over the place. All right, and then we'll bring our tray back and we'll get these mains out onto the tray. Okay, first thing I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the hash browns out first. I'm going to use that as a base, and then I'm going to place the patty over the top of it. So to get this out, what I like to do is I like to squeeze all the material down. So this is the side we're going to open. So I just want to get all that stuff a little bit below there so that when I open this, it doesn't squirt out. There's a notch here and a notch here. You see that there's one there and there's one there. So we're going to peel this all the way across like this. Just grab it like this, and I just slowly peel this back. There we go. There's our bacon hash browns. You can see whole chunks of bacon in there. Over like right on this side here. One over here. So like I said, these are high quality meals. These are not freeze dried. They're fully hydrated, fresh, ready to go out of these retort pouches. So if you're out about, you're out camping, out biking, you're ready to have lunch, you can just eat these right out of the packet. You don't need to put them out on a tray or anything. Eat them right out of these pouches. Then when you're done, you roll these pouches up and you stick them back in that bag. Back in the bag that all these pouches came in, and it's kind of your trash bag. And then you can, whenever you're ready or you're back, there's a trash can out in the park or something, you just drop it in there. So we're gonna go ahead and squeeze this out onto our tray. Flip it over. And then roll the packet. So you roll it on top of itself. And this just makes it so you can get all that food out of there. And this one is actually just falling right out of the bag. But we'll do this just to get it out. Just like that. There we go. See how I did that? That just makes sure, especially with the ones that are more like a sauce, a thick sauce. That way you can just get it really, like the pasta and stuff. You really get all that sauce out of the bag and onto your tray. Go ahead and discard that. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at all this bacon. Come on, camera, work with me. There we go. You can see the bacon. Try a little bit of this. Wow, it's like green chilies in there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is really good. Very strong bacon taste to it. I can taste the chilies. Oh, that is really, really good. The potatoes are not too mushy. Yeah. They have a nice... They're not crunchy, so these are not going to be crunchy hash browns. These are going to be more soft, almost like undercooked. Wow, what else is in this one? Okay, so the hash browns, the hash brown potatoes with bacon, peppers, and onions. Okay, so those are onions I see in there. It contains 160 calories. 7 grams of fat, 2.5 grams of saturated fat, 15 milligrams of cholesterol, 610 milligrams of sodium. Wow. 18 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of fiber, 7 grams of protein, no vitamin D, no calcium, 1 milligram of iron, and 157 milligrams of potassium. So pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and get our main out on there. This one has tear notches again. You'll see one's over here and then one over here. Do the same thing. We'll grab it and we'll just peel it back. There's actually juice coming out of it. There you go. Wow, this one actually looks like it's been, well browned. It's not undercooked. Smells like a breakfast sausage patty. That's what it smells like. It smells like one of those like Jimmy Dean's breakfast sausage patties. Yeah, it has a very slight smell of maple. Get all that juice out. The pork sausage patty contains, where's the calories? Come on. Let's see. Pork sausage patty contains 240 calories, 21 grams of fat, 7 grams of saturated fat, 50 milligrams of cholesterol, 520 milligrams of sodium. This thing's going to taste awesome. 2 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of sugar, 10 grams of protein, no vitamin A, no vitamin C, no calcium, 4% iron. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. I mean, look how tender this is. I can just cut this with a spoon. So, I mean, it's got a nice snap to it. And when I broke through it, it did snap to the tray. So it's not like it's mushy, but it's very tender. Everything in these MREs are always very well cooked. Yeah, it has a breakfast sausage kind of flavor to it. Yeah, it has a breakfast sausage kind of flavor to it. There's spice in it. There's some sort of spice. It's very good. It's not quite as strong as like those breakfast sausages you get at like the grocery store. It's got a little bit milder of flavor to it. Yeah, it's very good. It goes very well with the potatoes. Like the saltiness of the bacon really helps to bring out the flavor of the patty. Go ahead and put some of this maple syrup on here. It really does not have a maple syrup kind of taste to it. So I think the intention was that you would put some of the maple syrup on there. Go ahead and put the rest of this maple syrup here inside of this this oatmeal. And set this off to the side. Okay, let's try this grape beverage drink. That tastes as good as it looks. It's got a very Kool-Aid, grape Kool-Aid flavor to it. Almost like, kind of like a blueberry grape kind of taste to it. It's refreshing, it's light, it's not overly sweet. It's not like drinking just like lightly grape flavored sugar. This is actually very good. And it is an electrolyte drink too. So I think that's what kind of helps bring some of the flavor out. Try this coffee. Just a very, very subtle coffee smell to it. Ooh, I nailed it. I nailed it. I got just the right amount of water in there. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, perfect pick-me-up if you're out and about. You're out camping. You just woke up in the morning. You want to go have a breakfast, or you're, say, out mountain biking and it's lunchtime and you're starving. You finish your meal and you want a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little caffeine to keep you going. This is perfect. Yeah, that's really good. You know, all of these components, they really go well together. Yeah, I mean, I have to say that this is much better than I expected it was going to be. I mean, I was kind of excited for it because it was something different, but I didn't realize it had the bacon potatoes inside here. The bacon potatoes really push it over the edge. It adds just additional texture and flavor to the sausage patty that I think this just having a sausage patty clump laying on your tray just wouldn't do, right? This looks like a legitimate meal, right? This looks like something you would get at like IHOP rather than just a meal that fell out of the bag. And that's a good point I like to bring up about these meals. This came out of a plastic bag. I mean, look at this. Let's see if I can get the camera to work with me. A plastic bag. And it is really good. This particular meal, that FRH was a disappointment. The FRHs, they're very spotty. Some of them, they do great. Other ones, it's like they either they're great and they heat up completely, or they just don't work at all. This particular one, I should have boiled the packets first and then put them like in a cooler to stay warm, which I think I might do next time. I think I might start just boiling the packets. If you eat these at home and you don't want to go and deal with the whole FRH thing, I do it because I'm trying to demonstrate how to do this. If you were out and about, you were out in a campground, right? Even in a campground, you could theoretically have a pot you could put water in and boil it on the fire, right? But I mean, out mountain biking or hiking or whatever, these are meant to where you have everything you need in order to prepare this meal. You do not need to have any kind of pots and pans and forks and knives and all that kind of stuff. I would say that if you're going to eat this at home, or if you're going to eat this on a campsite, then you definitely want to boil the packets. And you just take the packet, get the water boiling, and just drop this into the boiling water. Let it boil for 10 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. And then be careful pulling it out of the water. Wrap it in a towel. The towel will insulate it to keep it nice and warm as you get the rest of your components out onto the tray. And then you can go ahead and pull this out of your paper. You pull this out of that. Come on, out of the towel. I'm tripping over my words here. You can pull this out of the towel and then get it out of the tray while it's still nice and hot. But that F-race just did not cut it. Hey, Diamondback, welcome. Hey, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. How was your stream? Did you have a good stream? I heard you were going to go on for about an hour. Hey, Baz, welcome. Glad to see you. We just got all of our components out in the tray here. We have pork sausage with potatoes and bacon, smoked almonds. We have a maple muffin. We have kind of like a granola oatmeal blueberry thing, coffee. And then we have a grape electrolyte beverage. So that's what we got going on here. And a lot of times I will actually add salt to the items. It does come with salt. Now I like to taste them first before I go just, putting salt all over them, because I like my food salty. This one, like the nutritional information said, it does not need it. This one is plenty salty the way it comes. I think we're ready to flip the camera. Okay, so let's flip the camera and get some shots of eating it with IRL, with my face. And for those of you who are new, this is how we do this every week. We do this every single Sunday at noon. We do, the first part is, of course, getting it out of the tray, trying everything. And then we do, oh boy, that's not gonna work. I have to do something different with that. I don't want the mic in the shot. Let's see. I can get this over here, maybe. Testing. Okay, it's a little bit better. I just don't want the mic in the shot. Because like I said, this is going to be a YouTube video, so I don't want... Let's try that. God, that camera. When I want stuff in the camera shot, I can't get it. And then when I want things not in the camera shot, the camera seems to just pick everything up. All right, so that you should be able to hear me perfectly fine like that. I'll talk up a little bit, but I do take the drinks off the tray because I don't want to drop the tray. Okay, so here's our meal. You need to leave this sit for a while. Yeah. Wow. The maple syrup really does bring this out. It actually thickens up. It's very surprising. I thought it was going to be a little bit too watered down. I probably it asked for 2 to 4 ounces. I probably put 100% of that 4 ounces in there. And it seemed like it was very watery at first, but now that it's had some time to thicken up, I mean, it's actually very good. It's actually very good. It definitely needs the maple syrup. Oh my God. The smoked almonds, they are heavily salted. They are They are probably the best side item I've had in any MRE. They are so good. They're not overly smoked. Like they don't have like that really like aggressive smoked taste to it, but you can taste it. Like it isn't like, okay, they're smoked and it was so lightly smoked you really can't even really get the whole smoky flavor. Oh no, it's there, but it's not to the point where it's like off-putting. Wow, that's fantastic. Let's see. It looks like you're eating from a prison tray. They're essentially the same thing, Baz. Yeah, this is a MRE tray. It is a military MRE tray. You can buy these. They're available all kinds of different places. Like I said, MRE Mountain. Any place that sells MREs will sell real trays. These are metal trays. These aren't plastic. So they're definitely giving my arm a workout here with the food and then the metal tray. It's gonna work out your get your arms a little bit of workout. Now they are you can get them. I think the ones on Amazon too, and some of the ones on Amazon are kind of but it's nice. It's nice. It's not too expensive. Is that a sugar cookie? This is the muffin. So what this is it's a maple flavored muffin that's been kind of mushed. Of course, to fit into an MRE, they can't have a muffin be full thickness, right? So looks like they kind of baked it into like a disc rather than like what we would think of a muffin, right? It's very good though. It's soft, but not mushy. It's got a very nice texture. It's very sweet. The maple syrup that they put on this really brought the sweetness up. Yeah, that's very good. The bacon and the potatoes are pretty much a necessity. The flavor of the bacon with the pork sausage, they really complement each other. There's no spice in here whatsoever. That would probably be one of my recommendations for this is to add the hot sauce, preferably the little bottles of Tabasco, as opposed to the excuse me, as opposed to the powdered hot sauce, to give it a little bit of a kick. Because I know a lot of people, myself included, we like it with the hot, put the hot sauce on our hash browns, and I think that would absolutely put this over the top, and make it probably my favorite meal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good. Made me hungry. I gotta go. Yeah, it's this isn't the kind of stream that you want to watch if you're hungry. And I always encourage, if you're going to join us on Sunday for this, that you get something to eat. Either eat before or during when you have lunch with us, because yeah, you're gonna get hungry watching this. I gotta go put up drywall and get some food. Oh man, that's a job. I've hung plenty of drywall. That's not fun. That's a lot of work. Looks like a prison meal. Yeah, the tray is what does that. The tray makes it look like it's got like a prison tray kind of thing going on. But believe me, this is not, the quality of the food is nothing like what you would think you'd get out of a plastic bag. The quality of the food, I mean, full chunks of real bacon, chunks of peppers or chilies. I mean, I don't see a whole lot of onion in there, but it's in there somewhere. And then the pork sausage, the maple pork sausage is, I can cut it with a spoon, but it's not mushy. It's not like gooey or like overly processed. It's tender enough to cut with a spoon, but still snaps when you get through it. Like you still hit that tray, which is nice. No, it doesn't, Darcy. Yeah, no, the one last week, the burrito bowl, the bean rice bowl, that was awesome. The what was the one that we had with the pasta? The ravioli, the cheese ravioli. Oh my God, the cheese ravioli is still by far the best one. Very good. I mean, it doesn't, see, the thing too is, chat, that FRH was garbage. It did not heat this up. This is barely lukewarm. So I think that's not doing it justice either. If I would have boiled those packets and got this piping hot, I think it would probably be better. 17. Stranger 42. This is menu 17. Pork sausage patty, maple flavor. Do you remember which number? Oh, you mean the ravioli. I believe the video is up on YouTube. YouTube.com/Silif. It's one of the 2 videos that's up on the website right now, up on YouTube. And it's not a VOD either. So I try to keep them under 25, 30 minutes, like 30 minutes max. I think the video is like 24 minutes long, but you can see it. You should be able to see the bag in the thumbnail. And then the title will say what was in it. I would really appreciate that, by the way. If you want to know a way to help support me and help me out, subscribe on YouTube, please. Please. It helps with the logarithm a lot. If you could subscribe on YouTube, and then just, if you could like the videos, if there's any videos you're interested in watching, you don't even have to watch the whole thing, right? It doesn't matter. The logarithm doesn't care. So if there's some videos you're interested in watching, you want to watch it all the way through, awesome. I would love that you're interested in watching my videos. I do put a lot of work and a lot of time, and I really try on the videos a lot. And then the videos that you're not interested in, you're like, oh, it's okay. And you get through, like, say 5 minutes of it, and you're like, eh. If you could just hit that like button, that does so much. It does so much. You have no idea how much you hitting those like buttons on people's videos helps with the logarithm. It basically tells YouTube, hey, take this video and send it out to more people because it's something good. Whenever I see it, my videos get like 2 or 3 likes, all of a sudden YouTube calls it impressions. So the amount of times they send it out to other people, it'll shoot up. I mean, I'll get 10,000 impressions on 1 like. So if you want to know how you can help me and help support what I'm doing, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Thank you, Stranger 42. I really appreciate you. Whatever works, right? I appreciate that. And that's the thing too, subscribing and liking on YouTube costs you nothing. You as a viewer, well, me, I watch lots and lots of YouTube videos. It doesn't cost us anything. It costs us our time, right? But generally, even if I don't like the video, I mean, if I hate it and it was only clickbait, I just won't watch it, right? I won't do anything. But if it was like kind of like, meh, I got through 5 to 10 minutes of it and I'm like, nah, move on to something else. I will always like it. Always. I will always like videos. Even if it's kind of like, because it does so much. People put a lot of time and effort in those videos. Even if it doesn't seem like it, my God, it takes me like, realistically, it takes me like, I would say, in the amount of time that I can put into it, it takes me an entire week. But if it was a full-time job, it takes probably a good 4 days, 8 hours a day. So like 32 hours, right? 4 days, 32. Yeah. About 32 hours to edit a 20-minute freaking video. And I'm not even a good editor. I mean, my edits are not like incredible. They're just kind of like, I mean, I do the basic stuff. You did? Good. Yeah, editing is to edit where you chop it down, you put in transitions, you put in zooms, you put in, break cuts, you put in titles, you put in all of like the, hey, this was recorded live, like and subscribe, then you have to put all like the dubbed audio over the top because there's scenes where, you really didn't, like the audio didn't come out really good, or you said something that didn't seem like it really fit with the scene. So then you record the audio again and then you put it in that spot. It takes time. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But the thing is with YouTube is the logarithm in YouTube is programmed to suppress VODs because they know people do that. They know people will take their VODs and just post them to YouTube. So what YouTube did is they suppress it. So they look for markers. They look for things like the word Twitch. If you go on your YouTube video and say, hey, this is Scylla. Go and follow me on Twitch. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Your video will actually get suppressed and will not get impressions because they know that. They want you to build your community there. They don't want you to use YouTube to generate people to come to Twitch. Which makes sense, right? So don't ever say that. Don't ever say the word Twitch on your YouTube video. They also scan the first like 15 seconds. That's how they know it's a bot. But you learn all these things, right? Man, that was good. That was really good. There we go. Finish off this coffee. The coffee was fantastic. Okay, so how good was that compared to the other MREs? Definitely not my favorite menu. It was good. It was solid. The components went very well with each other. It felt like a breakfast. It definitely was. It seemed like it was more intended to be a breakfast, than anything else. Like having this for dinner would seem kind of strange, but everything was, it tasted good. It was fresh. Nothing tasted off or stale or uncooked. It was well hydrated. Nothing was mushy or slimy or anything like that. I like that it did come with the coffee. That's a big plus. The fact that it came with the coffee is a big plus. Most MREs, all the new menus, they don't come with coffee anymore. Farewell, Bill's Brew. It was good. It was good. But this is what, the 5th menu? Yeah, I mean, we had the ravioli, we had the, what else did we have? We had ravioli, and then we had, wish I had a list. You know, that's what I need to do. I need to create like a list that has all the different ones, and then have like a graphic that I can put like up here, show all the different MREs, and then score them, like put like a 8.0, you know, 4.0, 7.0, you know, and just have it up here for everybody, like right up here. Even during the stream, just have it up here. And then when we do the new one, we can just then add it on in the YouTube video. You'll see it slide in, right? Yeah, I think so too, Stranger 42. I think that would help a lot, right? I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that after I get off of here. Let's create that. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could just be actually just a text here with maybe like a blurred background. It wouldn't be too hard. Just make it in like stream elements, right? And then in the YouTube video, I'll just take a text title and have it just go and slide in after I say what the score is. So now I have to go back and dub in all the scores. But I would say this is probably the bottom one. It was, now remember, these are all very good. These all came out of a plastic bag. I keep that into consideration too, right? This food came out of a plastic bag. This isn't like, I would never expect this to be as good as something I could get at like a full-blown restaurant. That one we had last week, the bean bowl, that was really good. That was close to like restaurant, like good restaurant. That was more had like a family cooked or like home cooked meal kind of taste to it. The ravioli, oh my God. The ravioli was 100% restaurant quality. This is very good too. All this stuff in here is very good. But also the fact that I was able to finish it. Usually I can't finish these meals. It's more food than I can eat. And I can put down food, right? I'm no small guy. The fact that I could put this down completely, I mean, I finished the whole thing. It means that it's not as dense as the other meals, so it doesn't fill you up as much. I can see why this one is still the old menu. It's not, it hasn't been transitioned to a new version. Maybe they're thinking of replacing with something else. Okay, I think we've got everything, right? All right, thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. Let's see, I think we had some people actually cheering. Again, because it's a YouTube video, I can't react to like to things, so there's no notifications that pop up on the screen or anything like that. Let's see what we got. Lady Mystic, thank you for your Gigantify emote for 10 bits. Appreciate you. Dying back, I know you're not here, but thank you again for your raid of 4 people and you viewers who came in with that raid. Appreciate all of you. Thank you, Uncooperative Chicken, for your follow. Queef Burrito, thank you for your follow. You followed me 13 hours ago.
Stella Walla 14, thank you for your follow. You followed me 13 hours ago as well. But those would have happened after streaming yesterday, I think. And that's it. Again, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. We do this every single Sunday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Bring a lunch, bring a dinner, bring a snack, sit down, relax, have some food with me. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Stranger42, always appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate you. And let's see if we can find somebody to raid real quick here. I'm sure there's plenty of people streaming. Right, Twitch. Darcy. that was easy. Darcy, are you still in the chat? Darcy, if you're here, let me know how much longer you plan on streaming. You've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Going once, going twice. Okay, well, we'll just raid into Darcy.
Isn't it your birthday's the 14th of June?
So would like to know how much longer you plan on streaming.
Probably about for at least 30 minutes. Why?
30 minutes. Okay. All right. Well, then we'll raid into UK Gamer then. All right. If she's only gonna be on for another 30 minutes, UK Gamer will probably be on a lot longer, and you both have the same amount of viewers. Let's do that. All right. Bum, 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 ba, dum, ba, dum, bum, /raid. It's UK Gamer. All right, we're gonna head off to UK Gamer. Thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. Again, I will be back on Monday. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be back into some more shenanigans, probably more like Half Sword, Sims, things like that, to do a little bit more like torturing Sims and things like that. Kind of fun stuff. I got some ideas on how to do some more streams where it's more interactive with chat that I find to be a lot more fun. I enjoy those. I think the chat does as well. So we're going to try to, do some fun things where we can use the channel points and some of the little tools we have in Firebot to kind of allow all of you to interact with the stream in real time. So look forward to that, and I will see you on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great start of your week, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.